Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, all placements. Holy Spirit, Angel Guides, Spirit Guides. What is the new moon? The solar eclipse, the Ring of Fire, and the Fire Horse message for Cancer. Hi Cancer, thank you so much for stopping by the channel. I'm so grateful for you spending a moment with me. I really appreciate you being here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. So, are you at a stalemate with somebody? There's a stalemate. Somebody wants to get their way, but what's happening is total inaction on both of your part. Somebody could be avoiding making a decision at all. There's definitely a crossroads here. Indecision. You open up with indecision about something. But then here is your first card. The Empress sometimes cannot make a decision until she consults her intuition, until she consults her angel guides, her spirit guides. Then she's going to go after her wish fulfillment. There's an energy of you being guarded, which holds you back from being vulnerable, I'm told. There's an energy of you being guarded, especially when you're unsure. There's uncertainty. And that's why there's hesitation in making a decision. You have an important decision, Cancer. Spirit is saying this is your intuition coming in, because you open up with divine feminine, but sometimes it takes longer to get the answer, or when you get the answer you got to ask another question, or it's not the answer, you didn't understand it, maybe you need clarification. I see. Because the moon is really at the center of it all when it comes to love, when it comes to desires of your heart, Cancer, when it comes to a family matter, when it comes to a child, when it comes to something you really, really want. The moon is also my faith card. Because when we are faced with a situation and we don't know the answer, we can't see ahead, that's when that mustard seed of faith becomes so important. When we have to pray, listen to our intuition, and then take action in the face of fear. That's also when we get enormous blessings. That's when the shift occurs, when we take that step. Show faith. It's like an epiphany occurs, a breakthrough, things begin to shift, and what's going on cosmically impacts us here in the third dimension. So it is about faith, remembering that the Emperor, the Empress is very intuitive, and that's where all of the answers come from. That's how God is with every single one of us, through that small voice inside of us. That's how we can't deny that we heard it. And with this Ring of Fire, the Fire Horse, the new moon, the solar eclipse, all of this energy culminating at one time, starting at one time. It's about harnessing that and using that to propel us forward. Our intuition is our guide. Your angel guides, your spirit guides are all around you, because this is a very transformative time. Look at all those butterflies. Look at her eyes are closed. She's listening to that small voice inside. This is about gaining balance, transmuting your current situation, change, breakthrough, new perspective, seeing the truth, getting clear vision of your next action, clear communication, somebody even being honest. That's what this energy is bringing in. All this light, shedding a light on it. You cannot refute it. You can't refute what you see with your own eyes, right? Okay. But we know with the moon, things are not as you see. Here it is, the Magician. And what is important about the Magician? We could think positively and think on everything that we want, but if we don't believe, it's not going to happen. 2 cards of faith for me. The Wheel of Fortune, another major. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas here. Cancer. Yeah, whatever has you at a stalemate is coming to an end. It is. Because you're much more focused on the future, on what you want. You're thinking of your resources. You're beginning to think of, how am I going to get it? How am I going to obtain what it is that I want? And once all of your energy starts to be focused on what you want, the steps you need to do to obtain it, you begin to put things in motion. You begin to put the energy in motion. And anything that you put in motion, that you activate now, is going to bring you an abundant ending. The Wheel of Fortune is good fortune, good favor. Spirit brings you favor. Positive change. Karmic rewards. This is about you remaining in a dream state, focusing on your dreams, capturing them accurately, and then focusing on them. What needs to happen to bring them into fruition? Also, Cancer, you can be very cardinal, but this is going to require you to be a little spontaneous, because the energy is very quick. Things happen quickly. Sometimes you are kind of slow, reserved a little, but you're being told to take calculated risks. This energy favors that. And things happen quickly. You'll see the results, positive results. Very auspicious time. There's something about a soulmate. You have the Empress and the 2 of Cups. A close bond, a spiritual connection. It has to be the Emperor, because you have the Empress here. So we're waiting for the Emperor. I do see an ending and a new beginning. You had the 10 of Wands. You have the World now. This is the new moon coming in, and that Ring of Fire with 2 of Cups. It has to be someone new. Tell me, Spirit. For Cancer. Yeah, you're calling in your soulmate. Maybe you were indecisive about opening up to love again, but you've decided to guard your heart. But you're praying. You're visualizing somebody new. You're calling in somebody new. Some of you, your heart is also focused on your finances, your career. So I see you're doing both. You always could multitask, right? yeah, you're focused on love, but you're also attracting new relationships. The Two of Cups are new relationships, new connections. They could be for business or for love, or you could meet somebody on a business level and things elevate, escalate to a higher level. Yeah, I see spending some time with some people because that's what really shows you who they are, right? You converse, your bond gets deeper, you learn more about each other. I see that. Conversing. I do see, though, that there is somebody from the past. Maybe they liked you more than you liked them. There's unrequited love. There wasn't enough to hold you. This is somebody who comes back, though. Maybe they feel there's unfinished business with you, Cancer. Seeing if you'll forgive them. They could have even done something to you. That's why you created this stalemate. You could have blocked them for some of you. This involves that. That's when you decided you were moving on to something else. You needed a better experience where love is concerned. Yeah, I feel like you released the past, whoever this unrequited lover was, and I, for some reason, feel like it was more on your side. You didn't feel the chemistry. They could reappear, but you're looking forward. You are thinking positively. Faith is bringing in romance. Tell me. Yeah, I don't see you looking back. I mean, you will forgive because that's just a part of you. You're very forgiving. And you understand that forgiving also lets go of the past, right? You're not thinking of them anymore. Yeah, you're at a point where you have enormous clarity. You've had some time to heal and reflect on what happened in the past and what you now want in the future. This soulmate that you're calling in, I keep feeling that there's a past soulmate for you. Because there's somebody that there are feelings, there are emotions. Maybe they've never been satisfied, and so they still exist. And despite the distance, it's still there. There's something still there. I spoke to you about an admirer or something. When you think to the future, somehow this person comes into your mind, you come into their mind. When you see 1111, you are thinking of each other. There's been time apart. There's been distance. I'm talking years. I'm talking two ships passing by, time apart. And during this time, of course, you worked on yourselves. You've excelled. You've become better versions of yourselves. What else? What else? Yeah, they were a missed opportunity. Somebody says they didn't act when they had the opportunity, but they want to act now. What? And under all of this light, there's something I want to tell you. I want to tell you the truth. Cancer! Somebody wants to open up. See, this light, the ring of fire, the fire horse reveals something. In this case, somebody's feelings, your feelings even. The truth. That's what we're talking about. And it comes through expression, through communication. Honest communication, remember? Yes. Tell me about this soulmate. I feel them coming in, so just tell me about them. Cancer. You two have shared some moments in the past, but these were special. I mean, even though there's distance and there's time apart, I think that there were special moments. There were moments that you both remember, good moments, happy moments, tender moments, times that you shared and that brought you both joy. There is bond here, and it is capable of growing deeper, stronger. You two do have honesty. They have always been a temptation. I think that if you saw them, you've been tempted to do something. Okay. What else? Spirit. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Leave me a comment, Cancer. I would love to hear from you. It would help my channel too. Yes, there's a separation. I'm not sure that the heart is broken. Tell me what's going on here, Spirit. Even though this relationship has been distant and apart, what is this temptation about it? Indecision. Somebody's afraid. They don't want to make a mistake, so they don't want to commit either way. And that's been their position all of this time. So somebody, part of them wants to get back, but they're not sure. They're not sure. And that is that moon energy. That's at the center of it all, the uncertainty. But Spirit says, in spite of that, you have to make a decision. No is also a decision, right? You also had the Magician here, which is about free will. We all have free will. Okay. I hope this is helping you. Let go of the old and make room for the new. You may find yourself distracted with that Seven of Swords, and you got temptation here. Random thoughts, fears, doubts. Don't allow yourself to be governed by them. Simply observe and choose to take aligned action and make aligned choices. That inner voice is going to align you with your next move, but it can't force you because you have free will. So indecision, you opened up with it, and it is still very much here. There's two ways you can go, but indecision is when you won't go either way. Ooh. For some of you, that's relevant. Be clear about where you are putting your focus right now. Focus on your desired outcome. You have everything within to create the life of your dreams. Stop doubting what you're feeling. Stop doubting yourself. This is your time. And the cosmos have got your back. That's what Spirit said. This is the energy. 60 years since this has occurred. Don't lose sight of this truth. You came here to evolve, to grow. It's necessary to experience the difficult times along with the happy times. The difficult times is when you will grow the most. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. Be proud of your journey. This is light. You are getting ready to see what your next step should be where love is concerned, for sure. Remain high vibrational. Call in what it is that you want and listen to your intuition, because it's going to tell you how to obtain it. Give me an angel number for Cancer. The steps, the timing, all of that's going to come from within. Lessons learned. Yeah, you opened up with indecision. I hope you've learned to listen to that small voice inside of you and also to focus on your accomplishments and how you've obtained them in the past. You're going to see you were assertive. You took steps when your intuition told you to do it. Calculated risk. This is a reminder to maintain that same drive, to be optimistic when it comes to your goals, to maintain your momentum under this energy. It lasts for months. And to know that the powers of heaven have your back, Cancer. You've made it this far, and you're going to continue to experience the rewards. 9999 in the comments. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And until the next moon phase, namaste.